If you're wondering what a Daytona prototype, Ford Falcon and BMW E30 have in common, it's that they all competed in the first ever vintage race at Apex Motor Club and are now part of the Scottsdale Ferrari Apex Challenge Series, presented by Coffin and Trout.
I think it's a really great spectacle. It should be more than an exhibition. We're happy that today was an exhibition, but the vintage stuff is stuff that you rarely see, and to not only see it, but see it perform on a racetrack is really special. The participants, the drivers in the vintage class really appreciate it. They want more from it, so we're going to build on it. Today was just putting a stake in the ground saying, hey, we've got a vintage opportunity here. Like I said, we've got lots of vintage cars. We just need to bring them out here and bring them together and let us enjoy that again.
Race car collecting and vintage racing are booming in the US, giving members dedicated to the hobby the opportunity to showcase their incredible machinery was both an onlooker's paradise and the chance to get more members involved in Apex Race Day events. In the wheel-to-wheel action, Lucas Barnett has been in the running for a win in MX-5 Cup all season. After half a season of burning rubber, Barnett achieved a multi-second win over a field where recent races have been decided on the last lap. It wasn't a cakewalk though. Newcomers Stone and Slater Colby lurked in the shadows, with Slater and Barnett swapping the lead early on. Joey Rainey was in the mix too, but a mid-race lockup separated the field, with the Colbys then rounding out the podium. Rainey made amends in the GT4 race a few hours later, coming from the back of the field for his fourth win over the first 5 races of the season. The multi-time GT4 club champion picked off challengers one by one, including Matt Crandall, who had led early on but couldn't hold off the hard-charging Rainey. Crandall did notch his second place finish of the season, with senior Joe Rainey rounding out the GT4 podium.
It's probably the most fun races we do out here. I've done it a few times now, starting in dead last and coming up all the way to the front. And it's just fun picking through all the people, trying to find the places to pass in the space. And sometimes the space is there, sometimes it's not as much there as I'd hope it would be, but it's still fun. It's the best.
Radical Gold saw Jace Bacon take his 3rd straight win, followed by Andy Volkel and, for the first time on the gold podium, Lucky Ludwig. It was a complete 20-something champagne celebration. Ludwig notably moved up from the silver class in 2024, based on his results. Bacon ran flag to flag as the leader, after also capturing his 2nd pole position of the season. He now also leads the Radical Gold Championship point standings.
Felt good to get up on the podium, first time in Radical Gold. Felt good for me. I having a rough start to the season, and as a goal for the season to eventually get onto the podium, I was able to do it before the end of the season, and that meant something to me, and that's what brings me back, and that's what put a smile on my face.
In Radical Silver, it is increasingly looking like the Ryan Fisher Show. An expert in drifting, yet a newcomer in Radical, Fisher recovered from an off at the race start while battling gold-level drivers. It was his 4th win of the season, and he now has a commanding 27-point lead in the Silver Points Championship. And finally, in Time Attack Street, Apex power couple Jordan and Star Sawalqah have tied the points after 5 rounds and Jordan's weekend victory. With both drivers locked at 90 points, the back half of our racing season is sure to be a shootout for the top step in Time Attack Street.
I think it's awesome. I mean, I started to do this and Star was riding with me, and then she really took an interest to it. And now she's doing it, and I mean, I'm kind of fighting for my life out there, dude. So we've both worked with Pete. He's been incredible in kind of teaching us, but I'm really grateful, man. I think that doing something you love with your spouse is an incredible thing, and I'm really excited that she's doing it with me now. It's been awesome, man. I love it.
Mark your calendar for round 6 of the Scottsdale Ferrari Apex Challenge Series, presented by Coffin and Trout on March the 22nd. Interested in becoming an Apex member? Email us at info@apexmotorclub.com. For now though, here's a look at the mid-season standings.